Good morning. Well, I hope you're enjoying your morning so far. We are under a weather impact alert for Saturday. Again, Saturday we're going to be dealing with this, and we'll see this from midnight to midnight. The impacts are going to be for extended period of light snow. You'll have to watch out for some slick spots. Again, so midnight to midnight, that just means the entire 24-hour period. Hey, I'm going to map this out for not just here, the upper Midwest. Also, follow me at meteorologist John Ziegler. I post any updates, especially snow. I love snow. So you can get a lot of info on that. Well, I'm not actually at KARE 11 because I'm always doing the weather. But also, more importantly, a lot of folks have been asking me specific questions. I try to get to all the response. I try to respond to everyone. Sorry if I miss a few, but if you have a question like, hey, I got to go to Chicago. When should I leave? Is this a good time to leave? I can help you out there because I know it's difficult when you're traveling state to state line, how to figure out, where the weather is actually going to be. That's a lot of work on your end. I could pretty much do that in 10 seconds. So go ahead and ask me specifically if you have any questions. Okay, so here in the metro, we have this extended period of light snow. That means the impacts are not going to be bad. Okay, there are always impacts. It is snow, it is literally ice, falling from the sky. There's always going to be slick spots. But on the Richter scale, this thing is going to be more, if 10 out of 10 was gridlock and 1 out of 10 was a sunny day, I'd give this 6 out of 10. There's going to be a few slick spots, but you probably can get to your destination. Here's what you need to know for your weather impact alert. We got persistent light snow on Saturday. Here's what we're going to be tracking. So this is a long-lasting stretch of light snow. What you can expect here in the Twin Cities is you're going to wake up Saturday morning. There might be a couple of flurries. If you look at radar, the snow is going to be starting in the southwest pocket of the state. Okay, so it's going to start in Marshall. It's going to start in over towards Redwood Falls. And then eventually it's going to start getting into Morton, and then it's going to get into Jordan, and then it's going to get Waconia, and then it's going to hit the cities by the late morning, early afternoon. But this is going to be a different one. I'm not necessarily just timing out a band of snow coming in. It will just gradually pick up a little bit into the afternoon, and it won't just be your imagination. It'll be like, did the flakes get a little bigger? And the answer will be yes, the flakes will get bigger. We call that aggregation because obviously there aren't actual, I'm going to rant on this one for a second. Aggregation, there aren't actually snowflakes this big. Those are a bunch of snowflakes in one. That's called aggregation. We can go into physical meteorology another time. Several inches still going to be possible here. Northern Minnesota, Bemidji, Brainerd, less snow there, less impacts in Bemidji, Brainerd. For you guys, the tough north, this is like nothing to you. This is a nothing burger for you, just maybe an inch of snow. Slippery travel, not sloppy travel. Much of the day, the worst timing for this will be during the afternoon. So let's talk about today for your Black Friday. If you've got shopping to do, whatever you're doing here, it's a great day. Again, the winds are going to be light. Look at how light the wind is going into this system. A couple reasons for this. One, the reason we're getting so much snow is because of the snow to liquid ratios are high. So it's actually not a lot of precip. This isn't a bunch of precip. Okay, this is a light amount of precip, but fluffy, so it adds up to more snow. That's what kind of snow we're looking at here. But this is going to be a snow globe type snow. It's going to be fair. I'm pretty excited for it on Saturday. I really am. I think it's going to be super enjoyable. Let's take a look around the region. I'm going to be off screen here. What do you see? Well, I see a couple things. One, this is the flow. And again, those are my terrible arrows. But again, the air is coming across the lakes. Look at the lake region just opening up. I mean, we're talking about lake effect snow bands here. Lake Michigan's the best one. Obviously, areas in western Michigan on the oven mitt gets a lot of snow, and then the UP just going to get absolutely smacked this January, this December. Watch out for the UP. So this sets the table for the snow that's coming in. Whenever you have a cold air mass, you don't need as strong of a system. Because then that slightly warmer air from the Pacific can just ride right over all this cold air, and it's all snow. Really nice setup here. So again, let's talk about what's going on here in general. This is the warnings. You can see the winter storm warning. That's for the Twin Cities. Notice it does not go north of the Twin Cities. It goes right to St. Cloud, down towards Scott County and Carver County. Now, once you get down just a little bit to the south here, down to Mesa City, obviously down towards LeSueur County and into Mankato, now you're in the warning. They only issue warnings for 6+ inches of snow. Now, if I had to circle the zone here, that really looks like they're going to get absolutely smacked here. it's going to be this right here. Right through the center of this is where we're going to see 8 to 14. So this is probably more 6 to 10, just right outside of this, but 6 to 10 inches in Mankato. The bands are just not going to be able to make them up all the way up there. You can see advisories in Sioux Falls, but if you're traveling to Sioux Falls, that'll be dicey Saturday during the day. If you're going this way to Madison, Milwaukee, or Chicago, it's going to be Saturday night. If I went, you could probably leave in the morning and drive through down to Madison if you left early, 3 a.m. I'd get up at like 4 a.m., get it done. But I would not get caught Saturday afternoon or evening on any of these roads down here. This is like, please avoid Saturday from noon to midnight Sunday morning. Just avoid it. So get it done. I had someone ask me, on Facebook. I said, hey, leaving Des Moines at 8 a.m. on Saturday. I said, well, you're probably going to drive through 5 inches of snow at 8 a.m., 3 or 4 inches of snow at least through this area. So I said, either leave late tonight or leave at like 4 in the morning. Be the only one on the road at least. But I would probably just leave tonight, or I would just hang out and you leave on Sunday afternoon. I wouldn't mess with Saturday if I didn't have to. And my biggest concern is not the snow itself. It's the fact that what if one of these roads closes down, jackknife semi, things out of your control, right? It's not like it's just driving in the inner cities, and we have tons of problems there. But when you start traveling across state lines, that's where things start to get a little bit dicey. So here is the low pressure center. So this is how this whole deal works. But the low is barely developed. This is actually, well, that's not a warm front. Here. There you go. There's my warm front. Get out of here. Okay. So this is how it always works. So again, when you have cold air in place, the warm front always produces snow. Doesn't produce freezing rain, doesn't produce sleet. This is beautiful. This is how I like it. Okay? Give me some cold air. You think you want warm air, right? I like the 30s and 40s. No. That's how you get freezing rain, sleet, all this junk. Look at Tuesday and Wednesday. That was nasty. I don't want that. I couldn't even shovel my driveway, just threw some salt down. That's it, right? You don't want that. It's better to be cold. It actually is better on the roads when it's colder. So I like it. Not too cold. This is a good one. So let's talk about the accumulations. Then we'll take a look at regional here. So let's go to tomorrow morning if you're getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning. So 6 a.m., notice the snow is already starting down here when you get into Mason City down towards Des Moines. And this is tomorrow morning, and I'll take a shot. Here, let me zoom around. So here's what it looks like tomorrow. Obviously already going. Now we up here, Twin Cities, St. Cloud, Brainerd, Alexandria, if I was driving this stretch, I would do it at 6 a.m., not a problem. Twin Cities area, even in Mankato, not a problem at 6 a.m. Down here, problem. It's all right. It's already starting. You don't want to be down there starting at 6 a.m. If you're going to do it early because it will be worse later. Because at this time, they'll have, 2 to 4 inches? Okay. If you wait another 12 hours, then they're going to have, 12 inches? So you just got to be aware of that. Now, that's going to jump. We could continue this on. This is now 11:45. We'll call it noon. At this moment, this spot is still getting snow, but now we are starting to see that snow start to line up here on 94 in Alexandria, St. Cloud, Wilmer, Twin Cities. We are getting that activity. You can continue to see, if I zoom around here, this is noon on the model. You get up north of Bemidji, really just some flurries up here, on and off snow showers. Only got you around 1 inch in Bemidji, and this is, again, at noon here. So even though I rolled past the sea, you just never really get this into the afternoon. So, sorry, I gotta keep zooming around here. Okay, so now we're going to go to 3 o'clock. Brainerd, 3 p.m., you're in the mix. You're getting some light snow. Alexandria, light snow. But see how it's not, there's a little bit of gaps in here. So we will see some gaps in the snow, even in Alexandria. But getting down to St. Cloud, now you start to see a few bands start to show up here. Some moderate bands. They're not heavy bands, but they will be moderate bands starting at 3 p.m. I will roll through the metro here so you can see what we're looking at in the afternoon. Now you see this 3, 4, 5, 6. It's snowing. So when's the accumulating snow going to be? Well, let's go back to here and move it into the metro. Hold on. So we're going to go in here. Just kind of starting at this time. and then it fills in at 3 o'clock, and then it really snows 6:30. But you even see the bands here. It's already starting to end at 6:30 p.m. back out in Alexandria and Brainerd. 6:30 p.m. you look at 169. This is obviously going to be a spot here. Travel will not be good. It won't be great at 6:30 p.m. and then we can continue on. Now it starts to end. I would say it ends right around 10 p.m. We'll still the accumulating snow portion of this event ends at around 10 o'clock at this time. Now, if we zoom around here. Let's go back to this time. You zoom around. Would you not traveling down towards Madison, Dubuque, La Crosse, 10 p.m. tonight, it's just going to be, it's going to be snowing. It's going to be heavy snow at this time across the region. So you can see that La Crosse, Menominee, and Rochester. Expect that snow to be fairly consistent there. It is starting to already wrap up, though, in Des Moines, right? You see this Des Moines, it'll wrap up here. And by 3 o'clock in the morning, it's wrapping up. So I think, by 6 o'clock, it should start to become okay. I would just wait. I would just wait it out. Like if I was, why not just hang out at your destination another day instead of trying to, I would just not drive Saturday. If you want to be completely safe, you can. I just wouldn't. Like just stay one more day, go Sunday afternoon. The roads will be fine. It's not, now listen, if it snowed in Tennessee like that, I would not drive the next day. It's Iowa, it's Wisconsin, it's Minnesota. The plows are going to clean this stuff up in 6 hours once it ends. It's, we're not getting an Arctic blast right away behind it. That's key. The blowing snow is not a factor behind it. That is number 2 key. Because what we're looking for, cleanup. How fast can we clean this up? This event, we should be able to clean it up pretty quick. Events like, was that Wednesday morning? That one still got cleaned up decent, but it was icy for a while after the event, maybe 6, maybe 12 hours. This one might be 3 hours. It might be done on the interstate. So that's why I'm in belief that it'll be okay as it pulls away. All right, let's talk about the snow coming in here. How much snow are we expecting? 1 inch in Bemidji, 2 inches in Brainerd, 3 inches in St. Cloud, 4 inches in the Twin Cities. I like this event. This is what we call gradual tapering. I hate extreme cutoffs, which is what happens when you have very strong Colorado lows. You get 9 inches and then you go here and you get 0. That is the worst. This is my favorite type of event. Now, if I was in southern Wisconsin or Des Moines as a meteorologist, this is the dream forecast. Because, now listen, I've done this a long time. I know that nobody cares if I'm right. You only care if I'm wrong, right? Let's be real. I could be right 1,000 times. Nobody cares. If I'm wrong, everyone hates me. So don't even try to be right. Nobody cares. Just try. That's literally my formula. I try to just not be wrong, right? Because at the end of the day, it's a lose-lose game. You're not going to win. But I'd like to lose a little less. You get what I'm saying? So in Des Moines, this is the easiest forecast ever. I can't draw up easier forecasts. Now we have a slightly more difficult one because we're probably at like an 80% chance. They're at 100% chance for at least 6 inches of snow. Come on, how easy is that? You just say that on air, and they're like, hey, and nobody thinks you're a hero because again, do your job, right? That's the thing that I get. I'm like, just do your job, Johnny. And I'm like, well, I'm a meteorologist, so. And it was fun. One more rant. If you see me in public, you can give me all the crap you want. I don't care. But the worst part of my job is that I can be wrong. People make the joke, the best part of your job is you can be wrong. I love your job. I hate that. It's the worst part of my job. Who wants to be wrong at their job? It's the worst. You ever thought about that? It's terrible. So there you go. There's the old rant for the day. All right, let's zoom in here. Sorry, I did that on the snow totals map. We could have talked about totals, but this should be an easier one. I would be stunned if it's kind of like when you're playing roulette and it lands on the 0. It happens, but you're still always stunned when it happens, assuming you all play roulette. But you understand the game. I'd be stunned if we don't see at least 2. I think we'll see at least 2. I'd be stunned if we don't see 2. I would say that's 95% chance we see at least 2. The odds of seeing 4, 50-50. I could see it going either way, but we should see a few inches. But 4 to 5 would be on the high side. You see totals are a little bit higher down here, and then you get up towards Cambridge, and we're looking at totals around 2 or 3. So a little bit less in areas up in the northern part. You know what? I hope you guys have an absolutely wonderful Saturday. Enjoy the snow, and thank you for watching.